Hi family, Simple Life Ministry here, back at you with another video. Today I've decided to come out of the kitchen, and just come outside, make use of the outdoors. And I just wanted to share with you my testimony of how I came to live here in the country. When we moved to this particular part of Canada, the neighbor used to measure the side of the yard between them, where we were living and they were living. And when he would mow the lawn, he would only mow his side. And it wasn't comfortable. When we were in our house, we could see what's going on in his house and through our windows. And we would be standing in our house and we could see, feel like somebody's looking at us. And then when we look, it would be the neighbors, of course. And so we said there has to be another way. So we didn't really unpack everything, because as much as I love the house and I love the street, the area, I know there have to be something better. Like deep inside, I keep feeling that. And we were there for almost 2 years. We didn't spend the whole 2 years. And I kept saying to Dennis, my husband, I said, Dennis, we have to find somewhere else. And he's saying, Lorna, we just moved and I'm not moving again. This is it. This is it. I'm done moving. Moving is hard. But I kept praying, I kept praying. And I said, Lord, and I take it back with him a couple more months again. And I said, Lord, help me. And he said to me, okay, Lorna, if you can find something for less than 400,000, then we will think about it. We'll talk about it. And I kept calling realtors in my area, and everyone would say to me, you will not find that. That's not possible. But, I kept praying, and I kept looking, and I kept looking. And one day, a friend of ours' wife told him that her friend told her about a place in Belleville that we could find houses. We've never heard of Belleville. We're like, Belleville who? Bell what? So anyway, I said to him, okay, good. I said, tell her to tell me where in Belleville. But anyway, before I got that answer, I went on the computer and I Googled houses for sale in Belleville. The prices I saw, I was like, oh my God, Lord, really? So immediately I took up the phone and I Googled Seventh-day Adventist Church in Belleville. I called the church and there was no answer. I left a message. I said, is there a family in Belleville that could put me and my husband and 2 kids up for the weekend so we can come and look around for houses? About 2 days after, I got a reply from one Glendon Robinson, and he said, the secretary of the church called me and told me what you said. You can come by my place and stay. So I said, really? I said, thank you. Okay, so we'll be there. We'll come to church, and then after church we'll go home with you, spend the Saturday night there, go around, look around the area, and leave and come down on Sunday. So all this time I haven't told Dennis what I did. The fact that I called the church, the fact that I have somewhere for us to stay, anything like that. So Dennis came home the Thursday evening, and I said to him, sweetie, there's some really good houses, and we can get house for less than 400, for less than 350. you know, 350. So I said to him, okay, what if we find a cheap hotel in Belleville? We go there, we spend the night, and get up the morning, look around for houses. He said, okay, if you can find such cheap houses, then we will, cheap hotel, then we will do it. I said, we could also look at it as a little getaway with the twins. Anyway, once he okayed it, then I told him what I did. And he said, you actually called and somebody agreed to do that? I said, yes, he called me back, he confirmed it's okay with him and his wife. And anyway, we started packing, and he was like, boy, Lorna, you're not easy. Anyways, we packed and we came up, we went to church. For the lunch, we went to stay with a friend of theirs. And after lunch, that was the first time we were seeing country living in Canada, because the friend's house was country. But when we went to the house that we're staying, that was even more country. So anyway, I was so excited, I felt so good, you know, and I was like, Lord, this is what I want. You know, I don't want to be looking out the window and seeing my neighbor and you know, having an altercation with them. And furthermore, the old neighbor where we were living, he had heart problems. And anyway, my twin said I should try to keep the video short. I'm trying. Anyways, so we stayed there, we spent the night, he talked about how he enjoyed moving to the country, how great it was, and I said, okay, thank you. We had breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. We took a tour around his property, around his house. We got some ideas of what to look for. So evening came, we're about to leave to go back to the city. And he said to me, you know what, Lorna, let me introduce you to my neighbor. So I said, okay, we went. Our stuff was already in our car. The neighbor said, I know you. Your name is Lorna, right? I said, yeah. I was like, how do you know me? He said, I went to Montego Bay Church and I know you, and you were living with Mother Brown. And I said, this man really knows me, because if he knows that I am Mother Brown Lorna, then he knows me. Anyway, I didn't remember him because, for whatever reason, Montego Bay Seventh-day Adventist Church is a huge church, so I forget. You know, in years being in Canada, you forget faces, names. Anyways, he said to me, have you read Country Living book? I said, Country Living book? No. And he said, it's written by Sister White, and you should read it. I said, sure. He gave me the book. We thank him, we catch up, we hug, we left. On the way home, I start reading the Country Living book. When I got home that night, I went on the computer, I Googled, I found this guy called Elder Mason and Jeremiah Davis. And they were talking about dress reform, health reform, music reform, Sabbath reform, what else? All kind of reform. Anyways, those were the main ones. I said, I have to get rid of my pants. I have to get rid of all my makeup. I have to get, like, all these changes start coming over me. I immediately, like the day after, I went to the store and I got some boxes and I started packing in the boxes. And, you know, because in one of the videos that I watched, it says you have to pray, plan, and prepare. So even though we haven't contacted a realtor up here as yet, I was praying for that house, and I was planning, and I was preparing, because I kept, you know, sorting, like this box, oh, this ball is so good. So this box was for what I'm keeping, this for what I'm donating, and that box was to what are no longer in use. So long story short, we found a place, and when we found the place and we were signing, you know, doing all the transaction and everything, you know, we prayed over the plan, over the house, the thing that we saw the house on, the plan, yeah. So anyway, we prayed over it. We said, Lord, if this is your will, let them give it to us for the price that we're putting in. If not, just let it go. Anyway, everything was approved. We got the house and we moved up. Ever since we moved up, it's been a total change. The air is so nice here. I get up early in the mornings to have worship. Our neighbors really are the birds and the animals that sometimes wander around. And I just want to say God has been good, and I just want to thank Him for everything that He has done and what He has given to us. I will come back and tell you part 2 of this testimony. So please like, share, subscribe. Come back so you can hear the rest of what God has done for me and for my family. I'm sorry if it was too long, but I just wanted to share with you my transition from city living to country living and the changes that we have made in our everyday life, in our spiritual life. So thank you. Have a blessed day. Remember, leave a comment. If you have any questions, let me know at the bottom. Take care and blessings to you.